ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। 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 ओम
ఫ్యాన్ వేయడం ఫ్యాన్ వేయడం ఫ్యాన్ వేయడం Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Hari Om Hari Om
Pranam Swamiji. Pranam Swamiji.
Pranam Pranam Pranam. Yesterday we were going through this article, how God came into my life.
Please mute your mics.
Papa could do it because he was exclusively involved in sadhana with all the needed intensity and vairagya. When we read, there are a lot of limitations for us. We are not full-timers. Among so many activities, we also take up this. And to what extent the vairagya aspect has gone, only one will know. Because it depends upon the priority our mind fixes. At the same time, going through such a powerful article, we can also try in whatever way it is possible. Straight away, nobody can do that. Because among so many other things, we are also trying to engage our mind in these pursuits. People who are in ashram also, lot of seva activities, so the exclusiveness is not there. There is one of the biggest problems we are facing. We remember Puja Swamiji came here, and then in 1949, 26th January, when he dedicated his entire life to Papa, he joined the ashram. But somehow, our previous vasanas, the gunas, they prompt us to engage in so many activities. And then he was telling us, after 7 or 8 months, suddenly he realized, what am I doing? What for I have come? So when this question started welling up in his mind, he went to Papa and said, Papa, I have not come here for all these. Okay, very good. I would like to lead a contemplative life. Then Papa suggested you better go to Rishikesh. Because among the, why we remember this, among the activities to prioritize this, it is a tough challenge. Very tough. Papa and Mataji could withdraw completely from all these things for 2 years intensely, and because of their intensity, they were able to scale the heights. By just reading or hearing this article, we cannot jump into the conclusion that we can try. No. So now we know the reality. We try to understand the theme to what extent it can be brought in. We will try. With that background, we will go through. The human being is gifted with reason, which can be best utilized by him to develop a keen aspiration for God, backed up with intense dispassion for sense enjoyment. Now, what is the aim of life? It is happiness. This cherished aim is fulfilled by realizing God, who is eternal happiness. The pleasures I derived from the objects of the senses were not only transitory, but were also accompanied by pain and grief, a fact I came to know too well. So I engaged myself in an all-round effort to divert the mind from the ephemeral object to the eternal source of life. God. God, who is the absolute existence, consciousness and bliss, is within me. Now, first of all, exclusiveness, clarity on the concept called God. There are many who are doing sadhana. They do not know why they are doing it. Their conception of God is very limited and narrow.
They must have in the first place.
They must have
In the first
in the
place.
first place
A right conception of God.
before they try to
Attain it.
are we applying our mind on that word? No. They must have a right conception of God. So here he says, God, who is absolute existence, consciousness and bliss, is within me. So clarity of the goal to be scaled is also there. No? Think. Dispassion. The probing tendency, the analyzing tendency in him convinced him that all the ephemerals will not give happiness. It might give a relative happiness, but not the eternal happiness. So he was very clear that God stands for eternal happiness. And again, some more clarity that it is existence, consciousness and bliss. And is within me. See? We have to immediately look at ourselves. We have been trying to see everything outside, even God or Guru or anything. You know? But he was very clear. Withdrawing the mind from the unreal, I let it flow continuously towards him through a steady remembrance brought about by a ceaseless chanting of his holy name. Another clue. Not merely chanting. Chanting to remember him. Whereas when we started coming here, everybody was chanting, we also joined chanting. And then it was very thrilling. At that time, we did not know why we are chanting. There is a program in the ashram, we join. Now we look at us, why we have not been able to progress fast. So here he was very clear, I let it flow continuously towards him through a steady remembrance brought about by a ceaseless chanting of his holy name. Constant remembrance purified and controlled my mind. Now the mysterious grace of Guru, which awakened me in the first instant to see God, completed its task by removing the mask of ignorance which enveloped my soul for ages, with the result that a flood of illumination poured out, permeating my body, senses, and all the worlds. That means something about the universal vision, no? Something about the universal vision. In this splendor, my soul was lost, followed by the dawn of a cosmic consciousness and the knowledge of my still and all-pervading Atman or Self. The consciousness, dawn of a cosmic consciousness and the knowledge of my still and all-pervading Atman or Self. Again, some more clarity about God. Still. In other words, I realize that the Atman and the universe are one. This magnificent vision and experience, based on the realization of Absolute Self, transformed me, the human being, into a veritable embodiment of God in all his aspects. As my soul stepped from the animal into the human, it now stepped from the human into the divine, the Purushottama, a spiritual cum physical evolution, the grandest finale, the supreme fulfillment of God's will, to reveal himself in all his sublimity in the human being. Verily, God is the seeker, God is the sought. Another revelation. Yet, the highest spiritual possibilities are not exhausted. Somebody can make a note, the points so that we can bring it here.
I'll just bring the laptop.
No. Laptop you need not. Note, notebooks, notebook.
Auntie asked.
Last page.
Last page is the point. Yeah. Thank you.
The first point was what? The human being is gifted with the reason which I hope you follow. The cherished aim is
Exclusiveness.
Exclusiveness. Okay?
The clarity of God. Clarity of God.
A clarity of call.
Clarity of the ideal to be scaled. God.
Dispassion.
By dispassion?
Clarity of the goal to be scaled.
Dispassion for self-centeredness.
Self-centeredness. Self-centeredness.
Dispassion from self-centeredness. Dispassion.
Why?
Because if there is no dispassion, we will not have love for God.
Think. No, we are trying to understand where are we now, no? And how can we improve? That is why we are listing. Reading, hearing, going. No? An intense study on this. In fact, I came to know too well, accompanied by objects of the senses were not only transitory, but were also accompanied by pain, so ephemeral. No?
Ephemeral nature of the object.
And God definition, okay, right concept. Existence, absolute existence, consciousness, bliss. And He is within us.
He is within us.
Then he was...
Withdrawal mind. Withdrawal of the mind from the unreal.
Withdrawal of the mind from the unreal to the real.
No, that is right. But the withdrawal through a remembrance, chanting of the name of one who is that, He is within me, and who is this? And that enabled him to withdraw the mind. Constant remembrance, that is important. Constant remembrance purified and controlled my mind. Then, of course, it is not because of the individual's effort, it is because of the indwelling Guru's grace. Indwelling Guru's grace. That means he opened up. Otherwise, we cannot do anything. Then, indwelling Guru's grace. Ah.
The constant remembrance வரைக்கும் individual effort தேவைப்படுது. அதுக்கப்புறம் மீதியெல்லாம் அது ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்ல கொஞ்சம் அவரோட கிரேஸ்ல அந்த ignorance
the automatic എന്ന് சொல்றது ഭഗവാനോട് ഉള്ളിൽ നിന്നുള്ള ഭഗവാനോട് ഗ്രേസ് ഗ്രേസ്
സ്വാമിജി അൺറിയൽ சொன்னா அந்த வைராகியம் மூலம் வரும் இல்லையா? பட் அன்றியல்ங்கிற வைராகியம் மூலம் வரும் இல்லையா?
வைராகியம் வளர்த்த முடியாது. when you prioritize it gets dropped. Even if you know the hollowness, your mind will crave for that. Unless and until we shift the priority. The playthings which you are holding so dear when you were a child, it is not that you renounced or you did not withdraw. When the mind was filled with something higher than that, it got dropped off. We all mistake that, no dispassion. It may be a physical denial, but mentally we will be still having it, Then the
mysterious grace of Guru.
Mysterious grace of indwelling Guru's grace is already written.
then the link between the individual and the cosmic. Fusion of the Atman in the universal manifestation. Cosmic consciousness and the knowledge of my, that also is it. For in this splendor my soul was lost, followed by the dawn of a cosmic consciousness and the knowledge of my still and all-pervading Atman or self. Yet another vision, more exalted, more perfect, more joyous awaited. And this is the fusion of the Atman with the universal manifestation. I am part of the whole. As my told, so that is how it transformed me. Okay. This magnificent vision and experience based on the realization of the Absolute Self transformed me, the human being, into the veritable embodiment of God.
Or from individual to, from animal to human, from human to divine.
Right. Animal to human, human to divine.
Oh, it's not that.
What does it mean in our language? What does it mean?
That means we rise above the baser instincts.
Anyway, you're right. You see. As my soul stepped from the animal into the human, it now stepped in from the human into the divine. A spiritual cum physical evolution. Verily, God is the seeker and God is the sought. And this is his inscrutable Leela. Then finally, the mystic relationship, the sweetest and dearest relationship with him, which I maintained all along the initial struggle and inspiration. That also you have to put in the initial struggle. That means, subservience to that higher power. me, the sadhaka, and the higher power within me. So this is what he maintained all along. The initial struggle and aspiration has at present become real, intimate, permanent. And finally, to cap it all, he said, he is now my constant companion. As a careful mother and beneficent master. Now tell me.
15 points are there. Okay. First point is exclusiveness. Second is clarity of the goal to be scaled. Third is ephemeral nature of objects. Fourth is he is within us. Fifth is constant remembrance, purified and controlled the mind. Then Swamiji said withdrawal of the mind from without to within is not required, so we leave it. Then seventh one is absolute existence, consciousness and bliss. He is within me. Then eighth is indwelling Guru's grace. Ninth is link between the individual and God.
Individual cosmic. Okay.
Overall, we have to reflect. What does it mean?
10th, in the splendor of my soul I was lost, followed by the cosmic consciousness. Then 11th, animal to human and human to divine. 12th is God is the seeker and God is the sought. Then
At the very start,
is exclusiveness.
at the very start, what happened?
We should have exclusiveness, keen aspiration and exclusiveness.
Emptiness of thoughts.
It did not come. Empty of thought was not there.
Keen aspiration.
At the very start, he was able to
Keen aspiration. Reason.
Happiness is the aim.
Goal.
Oh, happiness is the aim. We can't live. नहीं, ठीक है. That's okay.
then
Swamiji, subtle and mysterious power behind each and every action.
Then,
In the splendor of the soul, he lost and felt cosmic consciousness. In the splendor of the soul, he was lost and felt the cosmic consciousness. And animal to human, human to divine.
I am part of the whole.
What?
I am part of the whole.
I am part of the whole, she said. God is a seeker, God is a sought.
He is constant companion.
What?
Constant companion, cheerful master, and benevolent master.
Benevolent master. Constant companion, something, and benevolent master.
சுவாமிஜி பகவான் தான் கர்த்தாங்கிற மனமாக வர வேண்டாம். பகவான் தான் எல்லாம் சேர்ந்தான், அவன் தான் கர்த்தாங்கிற எண்ணம் நமக்கு வர முடியாது முதல்ல.
புரியல.
பகவான் தான் கர்த்தாங்கிற எண்ணம் நமக்கு வர முடியாது முதல்ல.
அவர்தான் எல்லாம் செய்யறாங்கன்னு நம்ம மனசுல வரணும்.
Start thinking, this is not for academic studies we are saying. We are unable to do it. But something we might be, this. Otherwise, why should he ask us to concentrate on this? 1%, 2%, 5%, 10%, something we can try, Any of these study we will try. For example, chanting to remember. So we will now try what we may be doing usual one, but at least we will set apart 5 minutes or 10 minutes exclusive chanting in our own room or while we are alone to remember. What is this remembrance? Like that, we intensify. The rest of the things we will let it go. We will not stop anything. Because that has taken us here. So we don't belittle the importance of that. But at the same time, we know something more is to be added. So that something more we will try in our own way. Suppose we spend about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It might be what is this stillness, what is consciousness. All those things, however much we write or we read, we will not be able to understand. Only through reflection. So realizing that individual is a part of the whole, then mystic relationship, constant companionship. Constant companionship. Before that, the mystic relationship with him. Now think about this.
Swamiji, what does it say? Yet the highest spiritual possibilities exhausted. What does it mean?
She's asking a question, the highest spiritual possibilities. What is it?
I'm not exhausted. Yet the
She's
highest
asking to
spiritual
explain this.
possibilities are-
Yet the highest spiritual possibilities are not exhausted. What does it mean? She's asking.
It is still there, you know.
Ah, that means it is.
It's not a full stop.
Oh, oh, that means there is still more to it.
He was enjoying that mystic relationship.
Oh, but still more is to be achieved. Even after this.
You can't say still more. Yeah, you can say that still more. Let it be there, no. To us, you know, he has reached. So now let us see what are the things that can we can try to improve in any of these things. Eternal happiness, eternal, so only eternal can give eternal happiness, and that is God. And He is within. And he developed a relationship with right from the beginning. He also had the clarity that it stands for absolute existence, consciousness and bliss. Stillness, peace and bliss. Then, chanting to remember. Remembrance purified the heart. Became conscious of the indwelling Guru's grace, realizing that individual is a part of the whole. Mystic relationship with him got stabilized. Okay. And then resulting in constant companionship. Because he still continued as an individual, you know, that's the companionship.
Suddenly, he is making us to stand its own name. Till we leave, you both become one. Why should we worry about it, Swamiji?
He's quoting something in the event. We both become one.
Don't worry too much about the text. We are trying to take something from the text and tallying with what we are trying at least, you know, whether we can improve or not. All of us know happiness is the aim. But then we are not fully convinced that ephemerals cannot give. That is why we are still pursuing it.
So, maybe our people in Google Meet are not seeing this list, they are only seeing the article. Our friends in Google Meet are not seeing this list, they are seeing probably the article.
Stop sharing, you know.
Oh, stop sharing.
Is it there?
Oh, no, I thought it is showing the other one. It's showing the article. It's still showing the article, not the points.
Then what are they telling you?
Now we just stop sharing and go back to share the other one. That is where we have to do.
stillness of mind is important. To Ramdam,
She says stillness of mind through Ram Nam is important.
Family, நம்ம வந்து ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் வித் காட் நம்ம பேசுறோம். நம்ம பேசும்போதும் அந்த பாப்பாவோட அந்த ஸ்மைலிங் ஃபேஸ் முதல்ல அந்த ஃபார்மை வச்சு தான் அந்த ரிலேஷன்ஷிப்பை நம்ம பில்டப் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்றோம். ஆனா ரெசிப்ரோக்கலா அப்பா வந்து அந்த ஸ்டில்னஸ்ல தான் பார்க்க முடியுதே தவிர ஒரு மூவிங் ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் அது ரெசிப்ரோக்கலா அது பண்ண முடியலையே சுவாமி.
சரி, பண்ணணுமே. Here he says, that is you are absolutely right, because unknowingly, though we have been claiming that we are devotees of Papa, we have never gone beyond this form. That is the simple, blunt truth. Whereas, Papa keeps on harping. What is he harping? Huh?
God is in everybody's heart. Papa is in everyone's heart. You are in everyone's heart. From this heart.
He writes, "It is with delight Ramdas read your letters full of love. It is well that you are on work again. I am put. Why again and again desire to see Ramdas? If you take him as merely an individual form outside you, it is not worthwhile to see him. As such a desire is fraught with fear of loss and pain of separation. On the other hand, if you understand Ramdas as the supreme truth that pervades the entire universe and ever dwells in your heart, then your desire has no meaning, because he is always there. Have Ramdas in your thoughts as the impersonal, immutable, deathless cosmic spirit, and give up attachment to external forms. Directly you do this, you will attain liberation and immortal joy and peace within yourself. Don't substitute a golden chain for an iron one. Both are causes of bondage." This could be, as Chitra pointed out, this could be one of our hurdles, This could be, yeah, quite right. Nobody has understood his. Everybody can see that?
Yes, sir.
Just go through it again. He says here, have Ramdas in your thoughts as the impersonal, immutable, deathless cosmic spirit, and give up attachment to external forms. Directly you do this, you will attain liberation and immortal joy and peace within yourself. Don't substitute a golden chain for an iron one, both are causes of bondage. Don't substitute a golden chain, because we feel, no, if we attach ourselves to the Guru, that is golden chain. And the iron one is our attachment toward the ephemerals. So we are trying to substitute unknowingly. He says both are causes of bondage. We will not go there. We know that. We know this from our own experience. Just now we said the charming face, we stop. It is an expression of splendor that we have not understood. This is something, whether we can come out of it or not, we don't know. But at least we are diagnosing our problem. Then, this also you please. Very blunt. Truth we are discussing. So what Ramdas says may or may not be believed, but you must dive deep and realize the self. We cannot define truth which is unthinkable, indescribable, undefinable. From the thought plane we cannot realize it. Truth is silence. The best way you can express the truth is by means of silence. When Ramdas thinks of his experience of that high stage, he is struck dumb. Still he is made to talk about it so that interest may be created in the people to search for it. Ramdas is here and goes everywhere to lay before those interested in this attainment his own experience of the path that led him to realization. He knows that the goal after reaching it cannot be described to others. Others must experience it for themselves. But he can definitely say that the Absolute does exist because his own experience goes to confirm it. He can also say definitely that it is only by reaching the Absolute that this life of bondage is set free for attaining the state of happiness and peace of the eternal. On this 60-second Samadhi day, Papa is making us to think about it intensely. Because we were not going beyond, to put it bluntly, even a small book like Glimpses we would not have gone through. Even a small book like Thus Speaks we would not have gone through. Big book, okay, nobody can do it, okay. So now it is time for us, then only all these things will become clear to us. Not that by reading it we will gain, but that will clear many obstacles. Chanting, remembrance and consciousness. This clarity we will get. Why is it that I am chanting, I am not remembering him? Even if I remember him, why after that immediately it goes, I forget. Only me comes there. I want to have his companionship. Intellectually I know that he is behind my thought, word and deed. But why is it that I am not experiencing? These questions should come, What is that? Discontentment.
We should not be discontented with the situation in which he places us.
Everybody will not hear your voice.
We should not be discontented with the situation in which he places
We should have the discontentment for not having sufficiently progressed on the path of spirituality. No?
And attain the vision of God.
So the discontentment also should be said is a part of this, So we can, if the form is very difficult to cross over, we can address this to the form itself, You have scaled it when you were in this body. And you have inspired us, you have drawn us. And why are you keeping quiet now? Like that. These are all the signs of discontentment, Discontentment is expressed in the form of this prayer, heartfelt prayer. That is another clue he is giving today. And Papa says it cannot be expressed. But he keeps on giving it so that the internal stillness is invoked. He is made to talk about it so that interest may be created in the people to search for it. First of all, I should know now. I've been searching outside. When he says he is within me. First page of the Daspik itself, it says that God is within you, You are his embodiment. But you do not know that. There is a veil of ignorance blocking that. Remove that veil. So when we read that, I should not search for him outside. Enough is enough. Then I try.
Swamiji,
Ah.
Swamiji, solitude நமக்கு early morning கிடைக்கும். அந்த டைம்ல தான் we can grasp like that.
Should we observe solitude in the mornings?
Anytime,
That time we can easily.
Don't ask anybody. This is purely one's own, You have to devise your own method. Others must experience it for themselves, He knows that the goal after reaching it cannot be described to others. Others must experience it for themselves. But he can definitely say that the Absolute does exist. Because his own experience goes to confirm it. So these are all the thoughts he is giving us on this important day. So that the inward journey, we may not be able to sit for the whole day. At least we can set apart 10 minutes or 15 minutes in the morning when the mind is relatively calm and peaceful. And suppose an article comes, we make like this, That means a reflection. Something will stay with us. Happiness is the aim. Ephemerals cannot give it. Only eternal can give happiness. God is within. Develop a relationship with God from the beginning. God stands for absolute existence, consciousness, bliss, stillness, peace. Path shows and chanting to remember. Remembrance purified the heart. Became conscious of the indwelling Guru's grace. Realizing that the individual is part of the whole. Mystic relation with him got stabilized. Finally ended in the awareness of his constant fellowship. So this is a reflection in a crude form. At least we are plunging deep into it, not just hearing it. Because all of us have limitation, agree. We are not full-timers, we don't have that much, so many things are preoccupying. The me and mine is very dominant in us. not in the negative way. Even in the positive way is dominant in us. Family life, professional life, social life, so many things are there. So we let us try to face the fact. In this can we insert anything like this? That is the thought he is throwing before us on this very important auspicious day. So that this day does not go just like that. Papa's 60 to 62nd Samadhi day made us to hear how God came to our life in a more deeper way. That we will remember, that is the first one. And then we will slowly start realizing the content if we have applied our mind again and again. He was very clear right from the start. Concept of God was clear. Methodology was clear. And then finally, the relationship was also he was maintaining. And finally, he said the constant companionship. Constant companionship. That is the aim he has reached, he is pointing out to us. So probably we can try. On the 62nd Samadhi day, Papa is pointing out that your ultimate aim is to have this constant companionship who is within you. And today morning in the Institute Aspirant when we were reading, he has also made clear about this chanting to remembrance should take us to the consciousness. We have to, suppose we hear, now when we say it's clear, it may be clear. Clear in the sense, textually it will be clear. But unless we keep on bringing this into our mind, the clarity will not be there. It becomes academic, knowledge. Knowledge should aid us to pursue, but knowledge is filed, that's all. And after some time when somebody says, yes, we have heard it, that's all. That's all. But suppose we try to think about it as often as possible. Every important day in the ashram should make us to plumb deep and do something, not merely thinking. In this aspect, we should do something, So from tomorrow onwards, if we spend 10 minutes on any of these aspects, then we can say, yes, Mahasamadhi day was observed.
Swamiji, when I am in trouble, I constantly think of him,
Whenever I have
but
trouble,
not otherwise.
I constantly think of him, but not otherwise.
Okay, you have to bring it out to him. No, you have to bring it out to him. When I am in trouble, I remember you. When I am not in trouble, I don't remember you. Why are you making me to do that? What should I do? Then sitting within, knowing your limitation, he will prescribe something. Well, you are right. These are all reflections. This will all help us, 100%. First of all, we are accepting he is within. Anything else? This is our take-home message. So along with our reflection, we also pray to somehow keep some space in my mind, please, to intensify this, to prioritize this. Otherwise, I will be hearing, but I will not be able to pursue. Not that I don't want to pursue. Somehow, somewhere it gets punctured. I know that it is punctured, but I am unable to bring it out. So a frank, free and frank. Not that he does not know, but he expects us to tell him frankly. One more aspect is there. Seeker and the sought, no? Any word can take us to seeker and the sought. The starting point and the ending point is one. Something for those who have taken down note of it, they may please every now and then, yeah. This is what Papa says about how God came into my life. So, can you do anything? We will keep on asking him. You made us to remember your words, inspiring words. Now, can you help us in that? He has given us something solid on this day, something solid. Not to just say Papa Samadhi Day and then be quick. Something very solid. Okay, just for remembering, do we remember one or 2 points of what we have discussed? There were about 11 points.
Happiness is the aim.
So I try to remember it.
Constant remembrance, happiness is the aim. Happiness is the aim.
Eternal happiness is the aim.
Aim.
Then
Constant remembrance.
constant remembrance. Constant chanting should enable me to remember him. This I have heard, constant remembrance I have heard. But now I am trying to understand that my chanting should transform me to feel that I am remembering him.
Start with a relationship with him.
Huh?
Start with having a relationship with him.
Start with having a relationship with him.
God is existence.
Huh?
God is existence.
God is absolute existence.
Existence, consciousness and bliss.
Meaning what? You interpret it in your own language, If you just repeat, it is only textual.
God is within us.
Huh?
God is within us.
God is within us.
God is love.
Now,
Remembrance
we-
with
for example-
constant companionship.
for example, we will interpret this existence now as life force. Life force.
Going within leads to introspection.
Neelaji said, remembrance should lead to constant companionship.
Yes. Then,
Standing of Rama is the
yes. Then,
these are the constant suffering.
It's our constant companion.
now we should feel. No? Now we should feel. As every day we say the bhajan word, now and here. Then, anything else? 4:30.
Beyond ancient past.
Beyond
Quality of life, referring to the quality of life.
what? Please repeat, Lakshmi Narayan ji.
Quality of life.
Improving quality of life, Lakshmi Narayan ji say.
Okay. Ah,
Going beyond ancient past.
Going beyond names and forms.
correct. Correct. We should try. Very difficult. We should try. These are all the take-home messages from the Samadhi. Something, out of this, one or two at least if we remember, then the day has been observed the way in which it should be observed. This is our observance of Mahasamadhi. We have not changed. We had our breakfast, lunch, everything. We had all the usual comfort. We have not changed anything today. Like every day, we have had everything. Now, what is it that we have added now? So these are all the things which yesterday he gave us some idea. Today he made us to go deep into it. And a couple of points are definitely lingering in our mind. That I must be able to do this. I must be able to do this. I must be able to do this. And then it, really the Mahasamadhi day has been observed. Papa will be very happy. Oh, I you have started at least now looking at me inside. Today morning, for those in the Bhajan Hall also, we were reading Puja Swamiji's message given to us on the same day in 1993, where he beautifully said that we have, what is the topic? We have only one topic, Papa. And today it is Samadhi day. We say Papa is eternal, Nirguna Nirakara, Shasthudananda Swarup, but we say he is Samadhi. It doesn't go together. Then he gives an explanation. Papa stands for that God, Nirguna Nirakara, that God. It has also come in the form of Swami Ramdas to make us aware of it. Like that, Swamiji beautifully analyzed the whole thing. You would not have heard, but those who have heard, they would have forgotten, but still we are prompted to remind everybody. So that means the Papa stands for what? We should not stop with the form. No doubt, through the form only we heard, but we should not stop with the form. And Papa also in the one letter we saw, don't substitute golden chain for an iron one. At least all these things we will try to dwell on it as much as possible, 10 minutes every day from today or tomorrow. Then by the time we reach Mataji's Jayanti day on 29th September.
I don't remember the dates.
Eh?
I don't remember.
29th September, no? Eh?
September 14th is
She's saying September 14th.
Not 14th.
14th start 1 week.
Then 21st.
Oh, Hare Rama.
Then 21st. So 21st September, we are going to have another important day, Puja Mataji's Jayanti day. As usual, we will say tomorrow is Mataji's Jayanti day. So we should take something in our vikas. No? So we will now start cooling all the 7 days from this day. Whatever we say, something is there, something is there, something is there. So that our bag will slowly become full. No? By the time we reach next year, Papa Samadhi day, we must have something to recollect. This day he reminded me, this day he reminded me, I tried, I couldn't, I tried, I could. No, this is it. I tried, I couldn't, I tried, I could. So this is where we are trying to move from something to something. So we also pray all these thoughts you have given to us, now enable us to translate it into reality. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om
Namaskaram, Swamiji.
Namaskar Namaskar
Pranam, Swamiji.
Pranam 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 Thank you Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om